We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Corey Kluber, the right-hander from Alabama, gets the starting assignment. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, his last start wasn't a particularly good one, and he was rattled around a little bit. Couldn't get through the fourth inning. He's going to have to look to rebound here. He's going to need much better stuff than he took to the mound in his last start.
First of 3 to start the week as the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Good night for baseball. 69 degrees here at first pitch. Hit hard, but right into the shift. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting 9 for this one. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup and how they continue the winning streak.
Are we still a big believer in batting average, Matty? In today's game, I'm more interested in the OPS number. But that's not to take anything away from this offense. They lead the league in batting average, and what that tells me is they're getting a lot of guys on base. There's a lot of guys with some good approaches and good plans today. See if that leads to a bunch of runs.
And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, he'll give a little bit off the edges, but he gets the respect not only from the pitchers, but from the players because his zone is consistent.
Yeah, as long as he's consistent, Dan, I'm okay with Mike Fillmore's zone. If a pitcher's pounding that zone, he wants to give a little bit off the outer edge, I'm okay with that.
Gallo is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Here comes the first pitch. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at-bat. One might be coming right here.
Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now.
This is a good at-bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
3-2 now. Here's a chopper for the shortstop. Andrus fields it cleanly. Throw on to Guzman at first, and the inning is over. Hyunjin Ryu gets the starting assignment in this one for the Jays. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, it's not easy to bunch anything together against this guy. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of under 1.10. So we may see some hit and run. We may see some bunting. And we may see some running, because if you want to lay around and try to get hits off this guy, that's not the right thing to do. One of the top pitchers in the game right now.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Is high and outside for a ball.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
And that's through for a hit. And a good start to the inning for the Rangers. It's going to be a leadoff double.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Santana leads off second with nobody out. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
3-0 now.
No break.
A strike, and it's 3-1.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Here's Joey Gallo now.
Hoping to stay hot. He had a couple of hits, including a home run yesterday. 0-1 the count. From the stretch. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2. And he misses there, 1-2.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out. At the plate, Ronald Guzman. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Breaking ball that drops in for a strike. Popped him up. And he will make the play back there, and an opportunity goes by the second inning set to go, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Good swing there, but this is foul off to the right side. Fouled off. Here it comes. A ball and 2 strikes now.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
Gallo moves over near the line as he puts it away for the first out of the inning.
Time for a look at the Rangers on D. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5 fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning. Keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
Bo Bichette is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Liner towards second, and a leaping effort, but it's off his glove.
That's the game plan right there. Elevate the sinker from the offensive standpoint. That's what they talked about in the hitters meeting. And on the flip side, if the pitcher doesn't get that pitch down, there's going to be a call to the pen short.
Here's Randall Grichuk. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. Bichette rounds third and is digging for the plate. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
That's just some great base running from the guy at first. The ball had plenty of air under it, but he got a good read, recognizing it wasn't going to be caught, and he hustled all the way around home. That's something that shouldn't go unrecognized in that play.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He pulls into second safely as a run will score on the play as well. And that'll bring in the veteran Ben Zobrist as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Zobrist, or Zorilla as he's sometimes called. He was taken in the 6th round back in the 2004 first-year player draft.
And when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything. And that's exactly what this guy has done. And he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
Line toward the alley in left center. And that's in there. Base hit. Now a long throw home. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Hey, Dan, as a former pitcher, that knock just took him to a 12-game hit streak. Is that in the packet when you're looking over the lineup?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, D-Row. You go into a pitcher's meeting and they'll
swing, high drive, deep down the left field line. This ball is slicing, but that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall.
Boy, D-Roll, that looked like extra bases right off the bat. This thing caroms off the wall. Outfielder does a great job of getting it in quickly and probably does a good job holding him to a single.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not standing on second base there, but you run the replay back. He was busting it out of the box. It's just a nice job by the defense to hold him to a single.
The tag's there from Chirinos. He is out. Here comes the first pitch.
The third baseman, Frazier.
0-1 count and the pitch. And that one cut a little too much. A ball and a strike. Outside, 2-1. Well, he just threw that fastball by him. They have him played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag. And as I thought might be the case based on how close that play was, they're requesting a chance to review the replay and decide whether or not to challenge the safe call. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. Chirinos, a previous member of the Houston Astros. He signed as a free agent with this organization earlier in the season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a one-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off-season.
Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now. Bases are empty, one man out. Grounded to the right, reined in. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
The second baseman,
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. Fouled away. Big swing, but a little dribbler here to the right side of the mound. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there. All set for the start of the inning, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. settles in at the plate. Kluber steps into his windup. Here comes the first pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Cole is there to put it away for out number one. So one away in the Toronto third. And that brings up the exciting Lourdes Gurriel Jr. They'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball one. And this misses as well, so it goes to 2-0 now on the Jays shortstop. Two balls and a strike.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike two.
Hey, pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
Hit on the ground to third. Frazier is there. And there are two away now. So bases are empty here with two gone. And striding into the plate next will be Teoscar Hernandez. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. He's through first and hustling for second. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he'll get in there safely.
Hey, after that base knock right there, he's into double digits, Dero. That's a 10-game hitting streak.
Oh, you talking about double digits, Dan? Now it's getting firm. We're seeing the batting average go up. We're seeing the homers go up. We're seeing the RBIs go up. Everything is moving north.
1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Wisely lays off the cut fastball there. It's 2-1.
That's the human element of the game right there. Umpires are going to miss a couple calls. It's the pitcher's ability to stay composed and grind that's going to make him successful today.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Lifted in the air out to right. Cole is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great bottom of the inning now, and coming forward the veteran outfielder Danny Santana.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Hey, after the double in his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. Nick Solak is on deck. That's in there. 3-1. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
The batter, number 15.
First pitch of the at-bat. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Long run for the right fielder. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Digging in, Elvis Andrus. He drew a base on balls his first time up. In there at the knees, strike 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Ball and 2 strikes to the Rangers shortstop. Fastball right back to the mound. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Randall Grichuk at the plate now.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Fielded by Adore. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting.
Standing in, Reese McGuire. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
And he fouls this one off. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Good waist pitch. 1-2. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4. Here's Ben Zobrist now, a base hit in his first trip.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
Hit in the air to right field. Right fielder is on the run. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And next to bat will be the outfielder, Joey Gallo. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Here comes Ryu 0-2.
The count is 1-2.
And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
Let's take a look at the sequence here again. The first 3 pitches, all 3 down in the zone. So now you've got a guy that's thinking something down around the knees. He's conditioned to kind of look down there. That's when you mix it up and put it by him at the letters.
And he misses low with it, 2-0. Two and 1 to count. Pitch on the way. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
That was aggressive pitching in that at-bat, and I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the 5th and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
Todd Frazier will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Digging in now, Kevin Biggio. He'll start off the 5th in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Lined hard toward right center. Santana is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up Rowdy Tellez. And he gets ahead 0-1. Swing and a hot shot toward third, and that'll get down for what should be extra bases. He's around first, heading for 2. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
One and 1 on the season. Guerrero begins play with a slugging percentage north of .525. Certainly a line he can take pride in. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Santana is there. 2 gone. Striding in, Lourdes Gurriel. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. As a look, now the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Santana is going to have room out there as he puts this away. Welcome back to Arlington. Before we get much further, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, I talked with the Rangers manager during the inning break about the team's offensive production to this point. And he told me he'd like to see a lot more aggressiveness in their at-bats the rest of the game. Too much of the time they're finding themselves in disadvantage counts like 0-2 and 1-2. And that's basically never a formula for success. He said they're getting a lot of strikes to swing at, so the emphasis the rest of the game has to be to jump on those strikes early in the at-bat.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Behind 0-2 now. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up the second baseman, Rougned Odor. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike 1. And he misses with it, 1-1.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
Count is 1-2 now. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Hunter Cole. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
Slow grounder to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. 1 for 2 with a triple so far in this one. First offering on its way. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. Hernandez connects and sends it to deep left. And this one is gone. A home run.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world.
Ranger skipper is up off his seat in the dugout now to make the walk to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Now at the plate, Rendell Grichuk. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch on its way. Now he extends nicely, and this ball is driven to right field and deep. And it's gone as they add still another.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
At the plate, Reese McGuire. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. In there, a base hit. Another multi-hit game for him here tonight. No surprise there as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you can see, he's right up there, 4th in the AL in that category. Into the box, Ben Zobrist. He swings and sends it in the air to right center field. And a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately, and there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
Cavan Biggio stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
Count now, a ball and a strike. The 1-1. And it's fouled away. The next 1-2 pitch. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted high and deep. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
Well, when a manager talks about hitting being contagious, that is exactly what we're talking about. One guy tees off, and the guy behind him starts to feel a little bit more confident, a little bit more focused, The next thing you know, you've got 3 home runs in an inning, and your entire offense is off and running.
In now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Liner toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball 1. They could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. 2-0 now. From the belt, kicks and deals.
You know, he fell behind 2-0, Matty, but he battled right there and got right back in this count. An aggressive fastball, middle of the zone.
Hit back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. Onto the shortstop, but thrown away.
Now batting, left fielder,
Teoscar Hernandez digging in now as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. So far 2 for 3 in this one. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And strike 3 there as they'll finally work out of the inning as the side is. Now at the plate, Danny Santana. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Hernandez is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Up next for the Rangers.
Up next for the Rangers, Nick Solak. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. No balls and a strike to count. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far. Here's Elvis Andrus now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
To his left, it's knocked down at third. Striding into the box, Joey Gallo. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. No balls and 1 strike. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. Nothing in 2. 2 out with the man at first. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with the report as we get set for the top of the 7th. Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Top to bottom, he said his guys have been picking on the right pitches to swing at, and they've done a nice job of using the whole field. He said that always seems to be a recipe for success, and their 7 extra base hits in this one are evidence that it has been.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Behind 0-2 now. Here it comes.
I got the count 1-2.
I like that he tried to tie him up inside on that pitch, but it was a little bit of a risky situation because if you're off just a little bit, you can end up plunking a guy. That's the last thing you want to do when you've got a guy 0-2.
The 1-2 pitch.
I got the count 2-2.
Pitch is popped up. Guzman has room in foul territory, and no one will get this one. Now another 2-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome, you go back to the dugout as the offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. With that, the Jays put their leadoff man on to start the inning.
The right fielder, number 15, Randall.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time, it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs. Where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Row, he's been locked in from day one of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
The 1-1 home. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2 is taken down and in for a ball. Skied into straightaway right. Cole is over a few steps toward the line, and he has it for the first out. In now, Reese McGuire. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. William Astudillo will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning.
Nope.
And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. From the stretch, hard hit toward the hole, and Andrus will not be able to get there. It's a base hit. Brett Martin enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching for the Rangers, number 59.
Standing in now, Ben Zobrist, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. The 0-1. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
3 balls and 2 strikes to the Blue Jays center fielder. The 3-2 pitch. Line to the right side. That's in there. Base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only 1 away.
Well, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much.
Oh, look at the sliding stop. There's one. Oh, but he beats it out.
The bat, number 44.
Rowdy Tellez the next to bat.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Fouled off.
Come on, Texas, let's go.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
1 ball, 2
That
strikes.
misses. 1-2.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something.
Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Racing back the right fielder. And he makes a nice catch on the track.
Your attention, please. This change defensively for the
Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Ronald Guzman. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. The 1-1 home. Is fastball taken high for a ball. Fooled by the speed and location of that one. It's 2-2.
That's been a great pitch for him all night. Able to push and pull the throttle a little bit, throwing a good fastball located and mixing in that nasty changeup with good arm action.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the leadoff guy with a strikeout there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings and weakly hit balls in this one.
Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
A bouncer up the middle. And that's the second out.
now batting.
Into the box, Robinson Chirinos. He's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team. Here's a bouncing ball and a chance for Gurriel at short. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. So digging in now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8. A swing and a ground ball to third. The windup and the 0-1. Off the plate and in. Hits a ball and a strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Chirinos has a play, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Up next to the Blue Jays.
Digging in, Lourdes Gurriel. He singled his last time up.
Gurriel.
The pitch. One out, nobody on. Hit high and deep to right center. Center fielder giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Teoscar Hernandez, and he'll be trying to replicate that home run swing that he took back in inning number 6. Slow roller down the third baseline. Well, this is foul for the first strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Boy, not the prettiest of swings, D-Roll. That looked a little bit from the Vladimir Guerrero book, but nonetheless, he got the job done.
Yeah, a little choke and poke right there. He flipped the bat out there and was able to find a little empty green grass. Not pretty, but he'll take it.
Bo Bichette stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0.
One thing's clear, he's not afraid to pitch inside, right? One pitch ducks him away, then he comes right back with another one. So clearly this pitcher, he's not afraid to work that inner half of the plate.
Popped him up. Guzman will put this one away, and the side is retired. One left for Toronto. as it remains an 8-0 ball game. Here's Rognadodor now. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game. Coming to the plate now, Hunter Cole. He was a ground-out victim last time up. On the corner at the knees, 0-1. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Line drive to center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Danny Santana. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. Lays off again, and it's 2-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Outside, 3-0 now.
Yeah, he's all over the place right now. No doubt he's clearly fighting his mechanics.
And that's over. 3-1.
3-1.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Fouled away.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
A payoff pitch one more time. Bullet back up the middle. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. Around second. He's on his way to third. And he is into third with a 2-out triple.
Yeah, he was on cruise control for a while, posting a lot of zeros, but after he gives up that triple, he's going to need to put some work in if he's going to get out of this inning unscathed.
Justin Miller enters here looking to get the final out before the 9th inning. To the plate now, Nick Solak, as he will swing and miss on a fastball on the outer half. It's strike 1. Miller is a guy that you'll notice attacks hitters with a high velocity. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 1 left for Texas. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Ready for another shot now, Randall Grichuk. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
And a great start to the 9th, as this ought to be extra bases. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night. That was not a good pitch, but he handled it nicely, guys.
Yeah, and the pitcher's got to wonder what he has to do to get it past this guy. That pitch was off the plate, but he shows great reach, gets good extension, and drives it for a 2-bagger.
That'll bring in Williams Astudillo. Odor settles under it, and there's 1 gone. Stepping in for the Jays, Ben Zobrist. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. First offering on its way. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. On the year, Zobrist is hitting over 400. Doesn't matter if you're talking about a series of games or a whole career. That's an impressive figure.
Yeah, this is a great spot for him right now. He just seems to have been picking up left-handed pitching great all season long.
But the shortstop won't have far to go to haul this one in, and there are 2 away. Striding in once again, Kevin Biggio. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. He's set. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off. Now the 0-1. And it's fouled away. And there's strike 3. So we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead. So Elvis Andrus the next to bat. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. 0-2, here it comes. Hit on the ground to third. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That lawn dart felt so good.
Oh, Dero, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
Joey Gallo is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. A ball and a strike. One and 2.
He knows full well he's sitting on a hat trick right here. All he's trying to do is avoid the golden sombrero.
And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Now back.
First delivery to him on the way. Ronald Guzman is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Runners on first with 1 down. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. And the runner scores all the way from first as they try and chip away at their deficit. It's now an 8-1 game.
Now back. The third baseman.
So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. And this will be a called strike 2, and trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Well, I know you don't want to jinx it by talking about it, but this streak now, it's up to 11 games. When you're playing this well,